ways you can expand your vocabulary as a student to help your writing and reading skills. The first method is really easy, and that's just to read books. You can also read the news, but books can be much more fun. The next method I use is to just go online and look at a few websites. One of my favorites is thesaurus.com because you can look at synonyms and words of the day. Another thing you can do is look at the dictionary. You can go on dictionary.com, look at the word of the day, and play crosswords. And you can also go on vocabulary.com to look at a bunch of flashcards and play some games.
Tips that I highly recommend that you follow. First, I highly recommend that you have an organized workspace. It will help you have a clear mind and get work done. My second tip is to use StudyStream throughout the year. It's a great platform to study with others through Zoom. You can enter different rooms and study with others. My last tip is to use the Pomodoro timer. It allows you to study but also take short and long breaks.
Here is a terrible study habit that you should improve before the next school year starts. A lot of times when people are doing their homework or studying, they often view it as something that is an endless cycle. This develops a terrible mindset for people and makes work so much harder. Drop this habit and start making goals and plans for yourself while you're doing your work. Make short-term goals for yourself on a separate piece of paper while you're doing your work, so when you finish something, it feels like you're actually getting somewhere. This makes it so much more rewarding while doing your work.
Here is a website that you need to check out if you're a student. Go to lifeat.io. The website comes with the Pomodoro timer to track your studying. There are also multiple backgrounds and options that you can pick from. I personally really like the anime backgrounds. There's also a celebrity option, which is really cool.
Of stars, murals on city walls. I don't see nobody but you. You're my vice, you're my muse, you're my 19th flaw. You, I don't see nobody but you.
If you struggle with procrastination, then this is for you. So when you decide to take a break from schoolwork, you're going to go to this website called takeafive.com, and this is what it looks like. You're going to select the time that you want to take a break for. You can also do a custom time limit, but let's just say we're going to take a 10-minute break. Now this is going to come up and you're going to see a bunch of websites. So if you think you're going to go on YouTube, then just click that. Or over here, you can type in any website that you usually go on. So we're going to click Netflix, and then we can just watch whatever show we want to. And your timer is going to keep going while you watch your show or do whatever you're doing. And then while you're on Netflix, the timer is going to destruct just like that. And it'll exit out of the tab for you, and then you're going to click OK and get back to your work. This makes it so easy so that your break stops and you don't procrastinate and then keep going on your break. So you're going to click OK and then get on with your work.
Here is how you can effortlessly get straight A's. My first tip is to find an optimum study time. Study in that specific time, and this will help you finish things on time. My second tip is to create a big calendar. Type in all of the events, tests, quizzes in that calendar. This will definitely help you track your studying.
easy method you can use to improve your handwriting. What you're going to do is you're going to grab your computer and go to Google Docs. Then you're going to click the fonts and then scroll through the fonts and see which one you like the most. This is the font you're going to use that you want your handwriting to look like. Now you're just going to type out the alphabet in lowercase and uppercase, and you can do this a few times if you want to practice multiple times, but I just did it once. You're going to change the text color to light gray so you can print it out and trace over it. Now you're going to print it out and then get a pen so you can write over the letters and practice your handwriting. I recommend going slow when you do this so you can be as precise as possible. Also, I recommend using a black pen or a red pen just so you can see it more clearly. After you've practiced both lower and uppercase, you can start writing down sentences and your name so you can get more practice in. Here's how you can establish a homework routine and be more productive. The first thing is to pick a time that's not at night so you can start your homework at the same time every single day. And make sure you write down your assignments. Usually you should write them down in the order you want to do them in, so you can go from hardest to easiest or whichever order you like. And when you finish an assignment, you can cross it out so it feels rewarding. Another thing is to limit distractions. You can put your phone in a different room, or you can just put it far away from you so you can focus. Keep a nice workspace and have good lighting, and you can take breaks between each assignment so you can work at a nicer pace.
Here is how you can prepare for the upcoming school year. I first recommend that you set up at least 3 goals. It can be either academic or personal, but writing this down will help you have a good focus for the next year. My second tip is to have a good planning system. I like to use Notion to make my to-do lists and calendars. This will definitely help you stay organized for the next school year. I would also start looking into the syllabus and study a little bit ahead.
If you have trouble focusing, then this is for you. You're going to grab your phone, go to the App Store and search for dog donuts. This is what it looks like. You're going to click start, and this app is going to help you focus on your work. At the top, you're going to get your own dog. At the bottom, there's a timer. You can click on it and then click the amount of time that you want to spend on your work and press start. And now the timer is going to go. And when you finish the timer, you're going to get a donut, and it'll come up on the screen, and your progress will be at the top because your happiness thing goes up for your dog. You also get coins so you can unlock different recipes, and they look super cool. And then you can track your stats. One of my favorite features is that you can add your friends on here and then compete with them. You can make challenges and then see who gets the most donuts. On this screen, you can see all of the donuts you've collected from all of your sessions. This might not be for everyone, but I find it super motivating.
Here are bad habits that you need to avoid for the upcoming school year. My first mistake is not giving yourself enough breaks. Giving yourself small breaks in between will help you stay focused in the long run. Study for a certain period of time and give yourself 5-minute breaks. The second biggest mistake is to only do the easy tasks. It's important to do all of the challenging stuff instead of just reviewing the easy things over and over again. So don't skip over all. Here are back to school supplies that you need to get. First, we have the Myliner highlighters. They're very comfortable and easy to use, and they're really high quality so it lasts for a long time. Next, we have the Muji pen. It has a really good smooth flow, and the grip is nice and it lasts for a very long time. Last but not least, we have the dual brush pens. It has 2 different sides. One side is for writing and the other side is for calligraphy. It's really convenient to use. Here are some tips that I have for the upcoming school year. My first tip is to eliminate all distractions. I would try to cut back from using my phone or anything that will distract you. My second tip is to have a good planner. I personally like to use the 10-minute planner. This way you have a system in which you can make your own to-do list. Here are stationery items that you need to get. I first recommend that you get the Kakoya Campus Notebook. I've talked about this many times, but all you have to do is open the spine and put your paper, and it notates a notebook and a binder. Next, we have the Frixon Erasable Highlighters. It has a really good flow, and what's cool is that you can use the back to erase it. Next, we have the Fine Liners. These are great for writing subtitles or if you want to circle or underline any text.
You have to practice who you want to be. You know, you don't wake up one morning and you're suddenly who you think you want to be. You have to put some energy into it. So
if you want to have fun while doing your homework, then keep watching this video. So you're going to get your phone and go to the App Store. You're going to search for the app called Toks Ocean and get this. When you study with this app, you can literally build your own underwater city. On the app, there are 3 kinds of modes that you can focus in. One is the deep focus, On this mode, you can't leave the app, otherwise your construction is going to be ruined. On extreme focus, the only way you can work is by flipping your phone over. And then on normal focus, you can use other apps to help you study. You can go from 5 minutes to 2 hours on this mode. On extreme focus, you can go up to 6 hours. You just have to flip your phone to start. And then it starts it. With your coins, you can buy sounds, and you can buy a bunch of cool buildings, and you can buy little avatars. You can build a whole town with these buildings, but you don't have to do all of this alone. You can also click here, and then there's a study room. Here are a bunch of rooms where you can study with other people. So we can join this room, and you can compete with other people while